Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode. I'm Taylor.
I'm Sam.
We're just going to chit chat and catch up because Sam was away for a week.
I was away for a week.
So there's just like things to say, things to chit chat about.
Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, I personally don't really have a lot of hot gossip to talk about, but I just feel like there's been also like a lot going on. I feel like things will come to mind like that don't relate to me that we can talk about too.
I don't have a lot of hot gossip either because it's all I see is Coachella and Taylor Swift's new album.
Yeah.
That's like the only thing I see on my fucking feed.
Mm-hmm.
And two of things I like don't care about that much. So irrelevant to me. But anyways, you said you just figured out your one thing about me. Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to share with the class?
Well, can we do favorites first?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just kind of like rewriting the show.
I know. Okay. My favorite of the week is soft-boiled eggs.
What?
Soft-boiled eggs.
Oh, I knew it was going to be that. Oh, shit. I just saw your story and I was going to say, wait, let me guess. Because I saw in your story soft-boiled egg. I was like, it's going to be her favorite.
Oh, dude, they're
I thought
so
you said
good.
soft boy legs. And I was like,
no.
I don't know what that is.
So, like, obviously when you're on a trip, you have limited resources when it comes to just... So, yeah, like, I saw there was eggs in the fridge, but then there was also, like, fucking regular-ass bacon. Like, I don't really like regular-ass bacon. Like, making it... So, just, like, I was just experimenting with the shit I was making for breakfast. And one morning, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We have 2 eggs left in the kitchen. And I was like, I'm going to make some soft-boiled eggs. And they were so good. And it wasn't intentional either. I thought I was making, like, hard-boiled eggs. And they were, like, obviously I took them out too soon. But then I loved the runny yolk. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to start doing this. Oh, it was so good.
I've been really into hard-boiled. I've been eating hard-boiled eggs every day for, like, a few weeks now. But I can do runny eggs, like a fried egg with, like, bread or something. But I like my hard-boiled eggs all the way.
Oh,
all the way hard-boiled.
Speaking of, I came in super late. Not super late last night, but I came in late and I had so much shit to get done, so I didn't really have time to go to the grocery store. Went to the grocery store super late. And Whole Foods, if you go to the bakery section, you can get half a loaf of like any of their bread because they're going to sell it out. So I got like half a loaf of bread for like $1. And I don't eat a whole loaf in a week. So I was like, oh, fuck yeah. So I got like a half a loaf of like real ass homemade bread. And I think I'm going to start doing that now when I want to get bread because I don't like... One thing about me is, which I guess, I'll save that. Never mind.
Okay. My favorite of the week is I got duvet cover and pillowcases from Brooklinen, but I got a new Brooklinen duvet cover and holy fuck. Like, I was so into my Brooklinen and then I got a new bedding that wasn't Brooklinen and it was fine, but like, you don't realize how comfortable the Brooklinen one is. I put this duvet cover on and holy fuck, like, I'm so grateful. You guys see, I'm like going to be working with them. So like when you see me post that link, click on it. I love this comforter. Like if I can influence you to buy anything, like Brooklinen sheets. I went to sleep last night in my comforter and like, oh my God, I could cry.
I can't remember the brand that I got it from, but I got Parachute maybe? I can't fucking remember, but expensive like bed sheets and stuff, worth it. Like upgrading from the Target stuff to something good.
It feels so fucking good. Like it's so worth it. What's one thing about you? I know you're itching.
Oh yeah, no. Well, that was just
it just flew.
It flew. It came to mind. And my one thing about me is that I can no longer meal prep, and I need to go to the grocery store every other day.
I feel that because it's not even that for me. I just can't fucking cook or grocery shop. Like I'm so like I can't buy the right things at the grocery store. I can't cook the right things. Like I don't know. I'm just kind of fucked up.
Yeah, mine's the opposite. I just love to cook so much and make new recipes. And I get inspired from eating out and just seeing things online that I get sick of something really quickly. And I'm like, wait, I just saw this. Now I need to make this. So I've been going to the grocery store literally every other day or every 3 days.
I go to the grocery store twice a week and I've been eating out like a motherfucker. I eat out so often because... I hang out with a boy and he pays for it and buys us food. So, yeah, that's why I eat out literally all the time. It's crazy, but, you know, when it's not on your dollar.
Yeah, I got to start doing better at that, though. Even though, like, my man's does pay for a lot and we, like, kind of make up for it with certain things. Like, I buy him clothes and then he'll pay for food. I'm like, just overall, I feel so much better cooking at home.
Yeah.
You know, like, I feel like shit sometimes, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. I've just been, like, so fucking active that, like, I'm, like, in a mood where I feel like I can eat anything I want. It just, like, flies off. I don't know. But, yeah, I've been really bad at the grocery store. My one thing about me is that, like, I just, like, have a caffeine problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am in a phase where, like, I already had 2 coffees. Ideally, I would want another one. I don't need another one. Like, I just need caffeine in my system like 24/7, and it's really bad.
No, but that's the thing is we think our caffeine problem is such an issue.
I know.
But 2 coffees is so fucking normal. So normal.
I know.
Like, my parents will sit there in the morning and have like a whole pot of fucking coffee, and it's like, okay, well, I'm tweaking over the fact that I'm maybe gonna have my second cup.
Yeah. So. No, I just like fucking love caffeine, and I want it like an IV'd into my veins at all times.
No, I'm struggling to finish the second one because I'm kind of like tweaking a little bit, but I just knew I needed it because podcast days, it takes a lot out of you when we sit here and talk for a while, and I have so much work after this that I'm like, it's 2:30 now, second cup, and it needs to get me through the day.
Yeah, it's like I teach dance after this, and it's just like a long fucking day, but I've already had 2, and like I know I don't need another one, but I just have a fucking caffeine problem.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to embrace it because, as I always try to remind myself, a lot of people my age do coke every weekend.
Yeah.
So if the worst thing I'm doing is having 2 coffees, it'll be okay.
I know.
It'll be really okay.
There's just so much other bad things in this world. It's just like that could be with anything though. Someone was like fucking giving me shit for my plastic cups that I bought that I use maybe once or twice a week, and I'm like, what about you? What are you doing to this environment? Stop.
Oh yeah, no. If you don't have like the most perfect like zero waste life,
not even zero waste to life. I'm just talking on like anything.
You know, you better live like the most perfect life. If
yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh my god, when I go grocery shopping and people are like, all the plastic, as if I can control that like blueberries come in plastic.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for that. Take it up with the fucking blueberry farms. Like, what do you mean? Like, they'll be like, because everything I buy is in plastic. Like, I did not choose the way the grocery store fucking packages shit.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
And also with someone made a comment of my coffee with the plastic cup there, and then someone responded back, how many times do you go to a restaurant or like go to like get takeout food and you go and get a soda from the vending machine things and take that with you too? It's like coffee, any cup, like it all adds up.
Also, like, coffee tastes better like that.
It does. It does.
It tastes better in a plastic cup.
It does. I know. It's bad though.
I'm here for it. Who cares?
I know. Anyways, hot gossip for this week.
I wrote down a few things. One of them is something that like just became like a thing this morning. All the Foxtrots are closed.
Dude, I know, that is crazy.
So I was on a walk this morning, and Foxtrot, if you didn't know, it's like all over the country, like bougie little grocery store. They sell coffee and like food and such. Giving Erewhon, but like on a smaller scale. Anyways, I'm like, why is the Foxtrot closed? I didn't realize it was permanently closed, but I could tell it was like closed for the day. Like all the lights were off, but it was like 11. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is Foxtrot closed? That's so weird. And then I instantly after that opened my phone, and everyone's like, oh my god, all the Foxtrots are closed. And I just think that's insane that one day the next day is closed it. And then someone made a good point. The place was full of shit. Where's all that shit gonna go? Yeah. Can I have like the poppies?
The thing,
like,
where there's something sketchy going on.
So crazy.
Like, there's got to be like some type of cover up going on of the freaking owners like went to jail or some shit and they can't.
Something they said they're like in super debt.
Why would they open 1 billion locations then?
Listen,
they opened 3 locations here in Austin within the last year.
I don't know, but it's like they like went public on the stock market, and then I don't know enough about the businessy side of it, but they just like literally called all their employees and they're like, yeah, we're closed forever, and they just put little signs on the windows saying, we're closed forever, sorry.
Yeah, that's crazy. And it's honestly fucking ironic because I was gonna go on a coffee date with like a friend to that Foxtrot tomorrow, and I'm like, well, good thing I didn't say I was gonna go there. Going to Two Hands instead.
Can't do that. I just wanted to like check in on like if you've seen anything else like JoJo Siwa was doing. She's
like,
just,
what do you mean?
She's just still being like absolutely insane, and how like people found that like this was like another girl's song, like Karma was someone else's song before hers, like back in the day, like 2010 or some shit, and people boosted that girl's old ass song Karma to like #1 on the charts.
Really?
So like this
I did not
random girl, Britt Smith, maybe she's not random, people are gonna be like, she's not random, I don't know, she's random to me, like she recorded this song and had this song, and then I guess like JoJo also sang it, but everyone made that song chart like #1 above JoJo Siwa's song.
It's funny, in her interview with Call Her Daddy, she's talking about, oh, like my song, like the song that I wrote, and then goes, yeah, I told my songwriter It's like,
That's what she keeps doing.
I'm like, what? Stop saying it's your song. Like, you have a songwriter. You don't write any of your lyrics for anything.
The hat was also crazy. She also performed at like the Gay Pride Festival in Miami and was like, the dancing was just too fucking much. Like the sexual, like dry humping of the dancers on stage, so uncomfortable. But I mean, it's obviously like a troll. Like she has to be trolling all of us, and it's actually insane.
You know who's getting trolling, or who is getting trolled on the internet right now?
Who?
The fucking Montana boys.
Guys, like you guys know, y'all tag
They are
me.
dumb as bricks.
Y'all tag me in Montana Boys stuff. I will not miss a single new Montana Boys interview, nothing, because you guys tagged me in every single one of them, and I appreciate it. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. The Dave Portnoy one, he's like, you guys can't be podcasters because you guys don't know how to talk.
Yeah. And what's her name from Giggly Squad? Hannah. Dude interviewed them on the side of the road and goes, so what are your, is it signs? What are they fucking called? Yeah. What is your sign? And then I think it's Mark is the one that was dating Christine.
Yeah,
I don't know their names. But anyways, he goes, a LeBron. And then everyone stitches it and goes, bro, that's a basketball player. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
he said a Libra instead of a Libra.
yeah. A LeBron.
And then he goes, what's your ideal first date? And he was like, you mean like the vegetable?
yeah, right?
What are you talking about? And it's like, I think it's a little bit, like some of them is them being stupid and some of it, like I think saying him not knowing what a first date is, like obviously that's like, come on. But there was another interview of him talking about Kristen and she's just like, they're like kind of like, why do you like her? And he's like, she just like knows what's going on all the time. What?
Yeah, because you don't know anything.
Because you don't know
that.
what's going on and like you need like your mom to like teach you how to go about life. Like he was literally like, yeah, she just like knows what's going on. I was like, yeah, for sure. I'm just like, they're the funniest fucking people. Like I can't get over it.
It honestly just makes me mad though when like those group of guys have absolutely zero talent to them, and they are going to be. I mean, if they move it in the right direction, they will be successful. But I just don't see them being successful.
Fall off. It's gonna fall off in like 3 months.
No, but they can if they use it the right way, because now they have the leverage of like all these opportunities. But I just don't think that they are smart enough to do that because they don't have any talents. Like on the BFFs podcast, they're like, yeah, we're kind of dabbling in the idea of a reality TV show. And I'm like,
no, they're too boring. They can't talk.
Yeah, I was like, no one would watch this. You are hardly talking. And I honestly felt bad from Brianna Chicken Fry having to sit in the room with the three of them, because I'm like, you are having to like instigate the conversations with these guys. It's so bad.
Look, and I'm all for people being famous and having no talent. Like I love a Kardashian. Like I love stupid reality. But you have to be at least somewhat interesting. I'm okay if they're just gonna lip sync to songs all the time. Do they have to do the same exact song?
Yeah. No, they said
Why don't they switch up
No,
the
they
songs?
said in the interview, our biggest piece of advice we got was to stick to what works. So they're not changing the song because it works.
Because I'm like, can we at least switch up the song? Like the same song, like now I'm getting annoyed with you. And it's like, okay, if you're an influencer and you want to do this and be successful, okay, start a company. What kind of company would they make when their audience is female, but they're like cowboys? Like, what are you going to sell? Like dude cowboy stuff?
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, they're like, honestly, their best bet.
OnlyFans.
I feel like, that, but also I feel like Tyler Cameron is also kind of a good example of that. Is like,
oh, I was just listening to a podcast with Tyler Cameron. He's killing it now.
Like, he's a good example of that. He was on The Bachelor, and obviously that's a girl-dominated, like, his audience is all girls. Like, he's attractive, but he kind of used it in the right leverage where now has his own show.
Well, because Tyler Cameron's interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, he used it, and he's, like, a good example of a guy that's able to do that.
Because he has a personality. Tyler Cameron can speak. Not being able to hold one conversation is definitely like, you got to be able to hold a conversation.
I know.
I just wrote down, I know I have like 2 more things. One, Taylor Swift's new album. I only hear what I hear on TikTok. That shit is so bad. And I like Taylor Swift. I'm not a Taylor Swift like crazy super fan, but some of her music I fuck with heavily. This album is not good. And that's all I have to say about that. It's just like it's giving cringe as fuck. But I know y'all Taylor Swift's apologists.
Yeah.
I
did not even listen to it.
I only hear it on TikTok, and the lyrics are just so fucking cringy. The last thing I just wanted to ask you, do you know what the TikTok Riz party is?
No.
the like kids at the Sweet 16 that were like all on camera? Okay, I know some of you listening know who it is. Got fed it on my For You page. It's these kids dancing at a Sweet 16, and now it's this whole fucking like, it's like this whole fucking thing, but it's so fucking funny, and I'm like so deep into this stupid fucking TikTok Riz party. So if you guys want to, I know you guys always tag me in funny Montana Boys stuff. Feel free to tag me in really funny TikTok Riz party videos so that I can laugh at them. Thank you. And that's all I have to say about the world.
I guess I have one last thing, kind of talking about Coachella. We kind of talked about it last week, but it's just funny because now I've seen so many people talking on podcasts that went to Coachella, just talking about how absolutely crazy all these influencers looked at Coachella, like on drugs.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, it's crazy to me, like how normalized this shit is.
Yeah, like Charli D'Amelio was for sure like on Molly.
I know, like the way she was acting on TikTok. TikTok.
No, like it's not even like anything bad. It's just like these girls are for sure doing drugs. That's fine.
I mean, it's not fine.
It's not fine, but like they're just kids.
Yeah, that's the problem. Well, they're just kids doing just hard drugs.
Like young adults with a fuck ton of money. What else do young adults with a fuck ton of money do? Go on fun trips and do drugs and drink.
Honestly, I will say this. I like to see that they are having fun rather than being those influencers that are at all these festivals, brand trips, that all they're doing is going to take photos and videos and then leave. Like I will say, seeing that Alex Earl is out there actually dancing, actually vibing, listening to music with all her friends, like that's real. I like that. Compared to all the influencers that literally just show up, take photos, videos, look like they're not having fun. Like, give me the fucking ticket. Like, give me the brand trip. I'll go. But I will say, like, I don't know, the drug use, it's kind of crazy.
It is crazy, but that's also just like everyone's on drugs. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm out here hating. No offense to any of you that are like into that stuff. I do shrooms, so
I don't do.
You can take it up with me. Privately if you want to fucking yell at me, but
I don't partake in drugs, but if you want to safely every now and then safely partake in a drug, live your life.
Yeah, I microdosed like recently, but I have not done it like a lot at all since last summer.
Like I just feel
time
like
and place.
If like some 20-year-old TikTok kids want to do a little bit of Molly at a festival, like who's gonna stop them? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Like, live your best life. Speaking of Charli D'Amelio at Coachella, did you see she wore a see-through dress with, like, her nips out? And the internet was mad.
Dude, I love that she's back dancing and just being
Well, because she has her dancer friends.
I know.
And honestly, I feel her because, like, once you have your dancer friends back, like, life gets better.
Yeah.
Like, she just needed her dancer friends.
I know. It's definitely nice to see, like, more... I personally don't dance, can't do it, but it entertains me.
Charli D'Amelio is an incredible dancer.
Yeah.
And so are her friends. Giannina was on Dance Moms, so stan anyone that was on Dance Moms. But yeah, it's just, you know, she got her dance friends back, and now her energy is up, and she brought her nipples out to Coachella.
Yep.
Which sometimes I forget she's grown. Like everyone's like, I was like, oh my god, her shirt is see through. Like that's borderline, like that's illegal. And then I'm like, oh, she's 19.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking she's like 16. I'm
she
like,
is
Charli,
older
you
now.
can't have your tits out. You're a child. I'm like, oh. I guess. Oh, and Dixie Demilio's like losing it.
Losing it so bad.
Yeah, I feel bad.
I do feel bad.
But like I blame, like, watching their show was crazy to me. I only watched the first season because they're like, holy shit, this fame, this pressure, this, like, they're miserable. They're miserable. They said Charli seems better now, but they were like miserable. And Dixie's still clearly miserable. So I'm just confused when the fame and all the pressure is making you so miserable while your parents and your managers decided, let's film it all for a reality show.
Exactly.
Isn't that a little counter, like, intuitive? Like, I think they wanted to, like, somehow raise awareness. Like, they can say they wanted to, like, show the people or, like, raise awareness of what it's doing to them, but no, you got money off fucking Hulu. That was the reasoning. So I don't know if your kids are like, oh my god, the fame and the cameras and the work is literally stressing me out so bad, and they're like, let's bring cameras into our house 24/7 and film it for Hulu.
Yeah.
I don't think their parents or their management is helping them at all.
Definitely not. I feel like I can definitely see it in the way of like, oh, let's do a reality show so that way you can take a step back from posting on social media. Like, it will be a different way for your audience to like get to know you, so you can take a step back from using TikTok and Instagram.
But like they could have just let them take a step back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a full step back. They have money. I don't know. I don't think anyone's doing anything to help them in their close circle. And that makes me sad. Because I feel very bad for them.
I earlier today when I was on my run was listening to the Call Her Daddy Simone Biles podcast, and one thing I will say is I know it's far away, but I cannot wait for the Summer Olympics.
Random.
I know it's so random, but it just made me think about it because I looked down at the water and I was like, oh yeah, my run today. But Simone was talking about, I'm going to look right now at the roster for the gymnastics.
I love Olympic gymnastics.
She was sneaking the idea of that she might be in the Olympics this year, which is crazy.
I love Olympic gymnastics.
I know.
I fuck with that shit so hard.
Let's see. Yeah, it says Simone Biles is currently in training for the Olympics.
Just that year that it was like Allie Raisman and Simone Biles, like those
I
5
know.
girls. What were they called? They had the name. It was like the something 5. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like something 5. The gymnastic girls and like won everything. Oh my God. U.S. Olympic gymnast 5. Final 5? No. Oh yeah, like Gabby Douglas, Simone Biles, Allie Raisman, Lori Hernandez, and Madison. I don't even know how to say it. Those 2016. Those girls fucked. Good for them.
Yar.
When is the Olympics?
July.
Isn't it next year? Oh,
No,
whoa.
it's this year.
We're in 2024.
Yeah, it's like a few months away.
Flies. I was like, I saw this and I saw the 23rd.
It's in Paris.
Because today's the 23rd, and I was thinking that we're in 2023.
I know.
Wow, we're in 2024.
Which is so crazy. I feel like summer is going to be here in a blink of an eye.
It like kind of, except it got cold this week while you were gone.
It did get cold.
It was weird. It got cold like yesterday.
I feel like May's going to fly by because they have Memorial Day, and I think I'm traveling again twice in the month. So I feel like...
Where are you going?
New York City and Miami.
Fun.
I know. So, should be fun.
I need to go to Miami. Guys, upsetting news, and I can't talk about it because I might cry. My parents are officially selling my house.
Official?
So, I'm going to try to go to Miami at some point if it, like, works out because they sell the house. I want to see it one more time and, like, go home one more time before they sell it. But, yeah, my parents are selling the house, and I kind of, like, had a mental breakdown about it. But I'm fine now.
Yeah, so you're going to go back, like, during the holidays to Georgia?
Mm-hmm. I'm pissed about that. I mean, like, not pissed that, like, I'll be with my sister, and both of my sisters will be up there, and my mom will be up there. Like, it'll be great. But, like, I like going home to Miami. But my brother still lives in Miami, so I'm still going to go there. But I'll just have to go there, like, on my own time. I feel
like, you'll low-key, like, kind of forget about it. Because I feel like family is home, you know? So, like, when you go home, like, your home is family, you know? So, like, you're going to go to Georgia, and, like, that's going to feel like home.
Yeah, I just, like, love going to Miami. Like, I want to go to Miami again so bad. But it's just, like, there's so much, like, stuff all the time. I don't know. It's, like, makes me really sad. I could cry about it. So.
Yeah. I feel like if my parents, which I hope they freaking not retire, but, like, buy a place in Florida soon. But when they do, I will not be going to, like, Boston anymore. I'll be, like, I'll go to Florida.
Yeah, I just love Florida. Yeah. I love Florida. Like, I just want to, like, live there again.
Yeah.
I just miss the beach.
Which, it was nice. Well, actually, I guess we can get into our weekend recap because we can keep kind of fucking talking about Florida because I was there for a week.
Yeah.
But do you have any other hot gossip before we do that? Cool. So, yeah, I guess my weekend started on Wednesday. I flew into Florida on a Tuesday night, which we flew into Fort Lauderdale, rented a car, drove across because, unfortunately, Austin, get your shit together. Make there be direct flights to the west coast of Florida. Why is there only direct flights to the east coast of Florida?
All those little tiny-ass airports.
I know, but you can get a direct flight to Houston or that, like, on, like, those little-ass planes. So, like, come on, let's figure it out. But anyway, so flew in and then drove across. And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I had 5 full days in Florida, which it was a lot of fun. My grandmother lives in this little community in Marco Island called Hideaway, which I got a lot of questions of, like, when I was posting my food because it looked so good, of people being like, oh my God, where is this? And like, I couldn't tag where I was just because I was in like a private community where my grandmother lives. It has 3 restaurants, and it's just like like, think of like a college campus for elderly people. Like that's literally what it is. Like there's a beach, there's 3 different restaurants, and a bunch of houses. My grandmother lives in a condo, so there's golf carts with the condo, so we can hop in a golf cart and like drive around. And then I'd be like posting videos of me driving around the golf cart, passing these massive mansion homes, and people are like, oh my God, do you like live there? I'm like, no, don't get it twisted. My grandmother lives in a condo in this neighborhood. But yeah, I just love the area. I'm really hoping, honestly, my parents retire there so that way I can continue to go. I just love Marco Island, the island itself. But yeah, I just kind of like was a laid back vacation. I did get the chance to work out like a few times, but it was more like running, nothing too crazy. And then we did a boat day up to Naples, which, have you been to Naples a lot? Naples has definitely changed a lot ever since like the last 2 hurricanes. So it's not as the same. Like a lot of the restaurants I used to love to go to are no longer there, or like have been like revamped. Even with Marco Island's hurricane that happened a year and a half ago, the island literally flooded. Like Marco Island itself is a lot of like canals and like waterways to get to like everything. And you literally, when the hurricane happened, had to drive your boat to get like from one house to the other. That's how flooded it was for like a few days. But anyway, so yeah, it's changed a lot. I do love the West Coast compared to the East Coast because I feel like the East Coast is a little bit faster and less like laid back. It's a lot of people that like live there, whereas on the West Coast, it's a lot of like vacation, like Naples, older people, not nightlife.
I would go to Fort Myers every summer for like my whole life. So the hurricane damage like was definitely really sad. I love Fort Myers, which is like all those beach towns are like the same vibes, but I love Fort Myers. I was over there
having way too much fun on Zillow on the boat day because we were passing all like the massive mansions. Bro, I'm not even kidding. Like one of them was $210 million. That's insane.
That is insane.
And some of them were like around 10 to 50 million. I'm like, I just need to know, like, is this real money or is this illegal money to obtain these beautiful homes? Because what the fuck are you doing for work?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy. Which I can imagine Miami's probably like the same too with some of those neighborhoods, but
yeah,
I was just like blown away.
West Palm Beach will do that to you as well.
Yeah.
How was the vacation like with the fam?
Oh, it was good. Brian and my boyfriend hit it off. Like, I think it's also because I have 2 younger brothers. Similar. Yeah, they are similar. I have 2 younger brothers. Brian and Zach. Zach is in a relationship, so his girlfriend was with us as well. So I feel like Zach was kind of occupied with his girlfriend, and then Brian is single, no significant other with him, and so I feel like the 2 of them got along a lot. They did a golf day of just the boys, and I was terrified of this because that was the first time my boyfriend had hung out with the boys in my family alone without my supervision. So I was like low-key freaking out. They came back. They started golf at 8 a.m., came back around like 1, all blackout drunk.
Your dad too, or just your brothers?
Yes, my dad too. I'm going to show you actually a video, if I can find it on my phone, of them going golfing. So what they were doing for their golf rules is if they wanted to redo a shot because they either hit it into the woods or into the water, they had a shotgun of beer. And my boyfriend's not good at golfing. So you can imagine the amount of times he needed to do that. And he literally, let me see. He was teamed up with Brian. So Brian and him, like same freaking people, golfing together. And then my dad and Zach were playing together. Let's see if I have the video. Shit, I don't have it. That's unfortunate. But yeah, my dad was just like giving him so much shit. My dad's a shit talker, like huge shit talker. It was giving him so much shit because he's such a bad golfer, and he was so drunk that like when he went to go swing, he completely like whiffed. I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
I golfed this weekend too.
You golfed?
I went to Top Golf.
Oh, okay.
Me and my friends, and yeah, we went to Top Golf on Friday, which Top Golf is so fun. I'm just so bad at it, like, but surprisingly didn't end up in last place. I was in like 3rd place. I was in 2nd place for a while, and then I got kind of showed up. But Top Golf is so fun. Like, it's just like such a fun like random thing to do. And then literally before Topgolf, I'm like, are we going out after? And everyone's like, no. And then I get there like, we're going out. I'm like, of course, you motherfuckers. I lasted out for like 4 seconds. It was actually kind of funny. Like literally like the guy I was with like bought everyone a round of shots and I was like, do you want to go home? And he was like, what? I was like, yeah, let's leave. Get the fuck out of here. I forgot to talk about this in Hot Gossip, and I just remembered the biggest gossip of the whole entire fucking week.
What?
So I'm at the bar, and did you see this stuff? We see these guys that live here that are blowing up on TikTok right now for being the Coachella Squatters.
What?
The guys that squatted in the girl's house, like stayed in that girl's house, like without letting her know. Like,
I have no idea what this
okay.
is.
So there's these guys that we met at our friends. Remember, this is a little bit ago. Our friends pregame at the apartment. Claire's pregame.
Okay.
We met these guys, like they look like TikTok boys. Like
yep.
tattoo. Okay, so they were blowing up on TikTok because they were hanging out with Josh and Bobby, Josh McGregor and Bobby Blend. We've talked about them on the podcast before. Hanging out with them at Coachella. This girl posted a picture of them. The girl names them, so I'm just gonna name them because she flat out names them. Okay. Ryan and Grant. They live here. They like go to our gym. She's like, these boys all weekend stayed in my house, like without my permission, like came over for a pregame on Friday and then like basically like brought all their stuff in, like knocked on her window at 5 a.m. on Saturday and was like, let us in, or we're going to like tell everyone you made us sleep outside. That like she woke up and they were just like using her shower and like eating her food. And like all this crazy shit, like these boys, like the Coachella Squatters, like they use this girl's house. So we see them out and like literally they're like our local celebrities to us now because it's like so hilarious. And we literally walk in and we see Ryan and we're all like, oh my God, literally the Coachella Squatter. And then right when I left, my friend was like, dude, you missed it. Grant just came up and said hi to me. And I was like, damn it, I missed the Coachella Squatters. But the Coachella Squatters go to our gym and like live in Austin and this shit blew up. Like
I'm gonna have to watch all these videos right now because
shit blew up. It has been like like it's literally like all me and like our like it's all I talk about.
They don't even have a. What do you mean blowing up? He has 822
No, the girls'
following.
videos. The girls' videos hit like 3 million views in like a day. Ryan has followers.
This girl?
Yes, so her first video they kept getting deleted. Her first video hit 3 million views.
I'm gonna play it for the TikTok.
Story time on how these freaking TikTok boys squatted at my house in Palm Springs this weekend.
It's long.
So just to preface
I'm gonna play it in 2 times.
all of this, I'm a travel nurse. I'm currently living in Palm Springs for another month. And I'm living here with my best friend, who's also a travel nurse, and we just so happen to live 10 minutes away from Coachella. So this has been planned for months now. My friends came to stay with me this weekend, and we were all going to go to the festival together. My best friend, roommate, Andy, her boyfriend is also here. Those TikTok boys in the picture are her boyfriend's friends. Now, the original plan that he told us and that what he thought was going to happen were these guys were going to come over, pregame with us, maybe go to the festival together, maybe go to some events together, and that was going to be it. So Friday, we're pregaming, I'm drinking, I'm vibing. They roll in, and I don't see this, but they also bring all their suitcases in and put them in the room in the back. When these boys get here, they all introduce themselves to us, and one of the guys immediately latches on to one of my friends, and they're like vibing, kind of flirting throughout the night. And then when we come back that night, only one of the guys comes back with us because what I thought was he was interested in my friend, and they're like hanging out on our couch here, and she asks me if he can just crash here, and she's gonna go home because she lives like 5 minutes away. So it's like 3 a.m. I'm like, yeah, sure, he can crash here. I just assume, he's probably gonna get up in the morning and then go to his place that he's staying at with his friends and go like shower, get ready.
This is really fucking
It is.
long.
Let's just say it's a long story. Like it's not gonna work.
It's only like
yeah. It's like a
not
10-minute video.
a quarter way
It's
through.
a long. So like basically they just like stayed unwantedly in her place.
I didn't even know what squatting was. I was like,
squatting is like when you like when you stay in someone's place like rent free. And it's like this whole thing, and then Josh and Bobby are like, we had nothing to do with that. So then they kept making videos, and like all their comments are like, we don't squat, we bench press. Like they just like keep saying little stupid stuff. Like,
oh my God,
it's like blowing up. So literally, we saw the Coachella Squatters out at the club, and like they just don't know, like they're my local celebrity. Like they're so funny to me because like a cringe TikTok boy will never not be funny. And like this thing, like when I tell you right when it happened, like I've been following the drama. It's really funny.
it is funny too because I even knew like before we even met them that they were doing like TikTok of some sort because like they walk in the room and they just their demeanor, the way they dress, everything. I was like, you guys 100% do social media.
Yeah,
like I can
100.
just read it very easily.
Yeah.
So
and then if you like look at their TikToks, like they were making TikToks like in her backyard. Listen, I don't know.
I will be going on a deep dive after this podcast.
Yeah,
to
the
look at all
Coachella
that.
Squatters. So we saw them, but yeah. And then what did I do on? Saturday went to dinner. I was like craving oysters and like a dirty martini, and that's what I got. And I had the best dirty martini I've ever had on Saturday. 12 million out of 10. Like, oh fuck, I love a dirty martini. I went to a comedy show on Saturday.
Okay.
So fun.
Did you go to the Comedy Mothership?
No.
Have you been there yet?
No, it was all sold out because I was just like, I was like, oh, I want to go to a comedy show. And if he wanted to, he would. He was like, okay, I got us tickets for Saturday. Sick. They don't check your tickets. We went to Creek and Cave.
They don't check them?
No.
That's
just
not
said,
good.
They just said, you're here for the 11 o'clock show. We said yes, and they led us to our seats.
That's crazy.
Right? I mean, they were cheap.
Comedy Mothership, the security is like no other.
It was crazy. But it was raining all day in Austin, so like that wasn't fun. But they sit us right in the front. And I was like, fuck yeah. Because I just want to get made fun of at a comedy show so bad. But it was one of those where like they switch people every like 10 minutes. And I want to go to like one person because when they do that, they don't do that much crowd work. Except this one guy was doing a fuck ton of crowd work and never fucking came to us. Like was literally going down like the line of people and never did us. And we were like, when we sat down the front, I was like, yes, like fuck yeah. And yeah, I was like, wow, that was so rude that none of them wanted to make fun of me. That was crazy. And then we get drinks there. I drink the first drink. This is so classic me behavior. I'm like, these drinks literally don't have alcohol in them. Like I take one sip. I'm like, there's literally no alcohol in this. Bro, I finished the first drink. I was like, I lied. I was like,
were they expensive in there too or no?
I don't know.
Dude, the drinks usually most comedy shows that I've been to are so expensive.
And then we got another round and I got really drunk at the comedy show. But I was really fucking pissed that they did not pick on me. But a comedy show is so fun. Like, it's just so fun to just sit there and laugh. The people were like, honestly, like they were funny, but they weren't like the funniest people I've ever seen. And I was expecting more because it's literally called The Filthy Show. And it's like, it says like raunchy, no rules. Like, that is just so like out there. And it was like fine. Like I wasn't like blown away by how like filthy. I was like, this is like normal comedy, if anything.
Yeah. I actually surprisingly drink a lot on vacation. I'm not usually one to do that especially when I'm with my family, just because I don't like to drink a lot with my family. I don't know what it is. Like I can enjoy their company without getting hammered.
Right.
So my family they're drinkers, and my boyfriend was with me, and I guess when he's with his family, when he's on vacation, like he's a drinker. So you know what? I had to dabble in the day drinking quite a few. The restaurant in my grandmother's like club. First of all, love the fact that in this club, all of the servers are getting salary. So they don't rely on tips or anything. They don't rely on the sales that they make. So all the drinks are so cheap. They're literally just selling the drink based on like the product, you know? So all the drinks are like $8. Like it's nothing, super cheap. Glasses of wine, like $4. It was insane. So, every drink that I wanted, I could get frozen. So I was getting frozen Aperol spritzes, frozen espresso martinis, like literally you name it, you could get it frozen. And I drank a lot just during lunch. And then the boat day that we drank, I got so hammered on the boat day that we just went back. I had lunch or had dinner at this place called the Snook Inn. If you're in Marco Island, you got to check out the Snook Inn. It's super nice. Well, not nice, but it's like a dive bar, but it's on the water, live music.
It's super nice. It's not nice. It's a dive bar.
Yeah, it's a dive bar, but it's just like a great like vacation place to go. Like, anyways, it's all outside and everything. But went back, and then all the boys were playing volleyball in the water or in the pool, in the hot tub and stuff. But that was like the drunkest I got, and I think that was on a Friday night or Thursday. And then kind of was just like casual drinking the rest of the week. But I don't know. I like was talking with my boyfriend after this at the end of our vacation. I was like, I don't like feeling like shit at the end of a vacation. Like I had so much fun, yes, but I think I could have done without feeling like shit, leaving the vacation, just being like, oh, like I just can't wait to get back on routine. Like I feel like fucking shit. So that's just like one thing I'm going to kind of take away from this vacation is I kind of went a little bit too hard and like,
yeah, but I saw the drinks on your stories on like a Wednesday. I was like, oh, she's going for it.
Oh, yeah. 100% went for it. But it just, at the end of the day, it's not worth it. In my opinion, I would prefer a vacation where I'm relaxing, taking a break from heavy drinking, and just feel good when I'm going home. I felt like fucking shit.
Yeah. I also want to add that this whole weekend while Sam was gone, I was watching the little doggies.
Yeah, she was.
Mac and cheese were mine for the week. I literally was running an animal shelter with my cat and both the dogs, like legit. It was chaos in here. It's making me want a dog because Mac was so good.
Mac is so good.
Cheese, I almost threw off my balcony. I didn't though. Good for him. But Cheese, I mean, Mac was so good that I was like, oh my God, wait, I would love a dog like Mac in my apartment because like Mac was just like killing it, which is so funny because there's like whatever, people were like Mac is just so smart, like Mac is so good, like, oh, this dog is so stupid, like Cheese. And I'm like, you know what's crazy is that like without Cheese, like Mac is stupid.
Yeah.
I'm like, you just like, I like, but he looks like he was such a distinguished gentleman.
Yeah, he is
Like comparatively,
I know,
but like alone, it's like
I just
Mac,
appreciate Mac so much more.
Oh, Mac,
like I love Cheese, don't get it wrong, but there's nothing in his brain, nothing
Mac
in his
earned
brain,
like respect in my heart.
I know. And like I've tried so hard, like keep in mind he's only like 7-8 months now, so the training is like it's not going as planned. Every time I relocate his crate, I've realized it really fucks with him, so I gotta just like leave his crate in one section of the fucking house and not move it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of dabbling in the idea of hiring a trainer. I didn't want it to have to get to this point, but it might have to happen.
Yeah, he was low-key a menace to society. But I liked walking the boys. I liked making them little city boys because they live their little suburban life, and we're just walking the streets, bringing them out on the town. Everyone's like, oh my God, they're so cute. I'm like, thanks.
Dude, yeah. It's so funny when I tell people too, like, did you say like, oh, their names are Mac and Cheese? Like, I'll just like spit it out. But no one asks, but I'll spit it out. And like, they just love the dogs 10 times more. Like, no one will ask like what their names are. They're just like, oh my God, your dogs are so cute. And I'll be like, oh, like their names are Mac and Cheese. And then they die 10 times more than they already are over the cuteness. I'm like, yeah, like as you should, Mac and Cheese.
I was also just calling Cheese just different types of cheese.
Oh yeah, I do that
call
too.
Him Gouda,
yeah,
call him cheddar.
Yeah,
like just call him.
I'm literally like,
names.
I'll be like, your fucking brain is Swiss, babe. Like, figure it out.
Yeah, definitely that was interesting. Phineas like was cool with them, except randomly, I would hear like random like hissing at Cheese. He would randomly get a little pissed. I don't know why. Speaking of walking around the city, on Sunday, I haven't told you this yet. On Sunday, I'm walking the trails with a boy who lives here. Okay, so his family all lives here. We're walking the trails. He goes, "That's my parents." We run into his parents on fucking Ladybird trails.
Oh, that's horrible.
I was like, huh? So I met his fucking parents on Ladybird Trail.
I guess it's honestly better that way because there's no like anticipation leading up to like meeting them. You just like met them.
Yeah, but he literally like, that's my parents. I was like, you're what? And he was like, that's literally my parents. I was like, would you? Like, what a way to round out the weekend. I'm like, hi, nice to meet you. Like, yeah, so fucking random. And then people were like, he planned that. I'm like, no, like it was so random. Like,
dude, that'd be crazy if you planned that.
Well, because like, and also thinking about it, like the trail is so big. The fact that we like intercepted them at like one part of the trail. And like, he was like, I never even knew that they ever walked that. Like, literally, he was like, that's my parents. I was like, no fucking way. Of course. Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like, do they know who I am? He was like, no, they don't. Like, because they like, he guess told them that he went to like a comedy show and then like we hung out. But I was like, so interesting. Well, I just met your fucking parents in like tiny ass fucking shorts and a little ass sports bra. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, the weather wasn't too good while I was gone.
There was one day where I tanned. And then it was raining on Saturday. Yeah, but I tanned one day. And then I think it was nice out on Sunday.
The weather's starting like tomorrow gets back into the high 80s, which is nice.
Yeah, Sunday I tanned. Sunday was the day that I tanned. And Saturday it was raining. And Friday it was like a little bit icky out, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
The rain really sucked.
The UV is not even that great, but
also some
I'll
days,
make
like,
it work.
It was really, really cloudy, but the UV was high. So on Sunday I was out, but it was like 70 degrees. My friend was like, how are you tanning? It's cold. I'm like, the UV is 7. So I don't care what the temperature is.
UV above 7, we will be in our bikinis.
The UV is 7, so I'm out there. I don't care.
One thing I will say about my entire vacation is I've never, well, not me because I'm not the person, but my boyfriend has never gotten so many compliments with like his like presence and like dress attire. I was like,
He looked very different.
So different, right?
He looked really different.
Like different human in like the best way possible.
Really different. I saw your TikTok where you were like, "Don't ask me how I did it. I just did it. It was hard." Like,
yeah.
I was like, wait, literally, who is that? Because like
the model pose, like he was like sitting there like eating his wonton soup, just like letting me. I brought my Canon G7X with me on vacation, so I was taking a bunch of photos, and he's just sitting there modeling. Like even the one against the car,
no,
I was like,
he actually is like. Never tell him I said this. He looked like good looking.
Yeah. I was like,
never tell him I said that.
Wow.
Ever. But I was like, oh, okay, like good for you, dude. I was like, you guys look good.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you actually one of the photos, if I can find it. We did one date night while we were there. We went to the Marriott and went and got like sushi and shit. Let's see. Yeah, like all of these photos. I'm like, wait, not that one though. Like, who is that person? And
yeah,
the rude,
I don't know who that is.
The rude ass person that was just like, I don't see the difference. I'm like, are you dumb? The way he cuts his beard, like I like told him like the better way is to be like cutting his beard and shit, and then his haircuts. I literally have to force this man to get a haircut every month because he's like, no, like it's fine. Like I hate having to wait for my haircut. Like it's a whole process having to go get one. I'm like, no, you need to go once a month. You need to do it. And then now like the clothing, like went through his entire closet and got rid of all the shirts that I absolutely hate. I did see that one
TikTok where he was like in the flip flops, but you were on the beach.
Yeah. We were the restaurant we went to. The restaurant we went to that night was like on the beach. Yeah. So sneakers was not.
I have a question on your family vacations. Like you're allowed to sleep in the same bed.
Yeah, we're at that age, you know, older.
Yeah, that's how when I went home and I was allowed to sleep in the same bed. Well, some families are very like. Even if you're like
when I was
engaged,
younger,
like you can't even sleep in the same
when
bed.
I was younger, bringing my boyfriends on vacation, like they would sleep with my brothers.
So I was always like that until my last boyfriend came home and my mom was like, I guess you can share a room. I think it's when you're like paying your own bills.
Yeah.
Cause like if you're each paying your own rent, cause in college it's like they still paid for my stuff. So like, no, but if you're two bill paying adults, you sleep in the same bed.
Yeah.
But some families are like, if there's no like ring on it, you don't share a room.
Yeah, my well, one thing I would say, because I'm so independent, like from my family, is if my dad was like, "No, you can't sleep together," I'd be like, "Okay, I'll go get a hotel room."
Yeah,
like I'll be down the street. Like,
oh,
I don't know what to tell you.
True. That's true. I think that's also why. That's a good point. Like if my mom was like, "No, he has to sleep on the couch," I'd be like,
when we went back home for Christmas and he came to Boston, my dad was making the jokes about that, like, "You guys can't sleep together." He was being dead ass. I was like, I can go get a hotel room though. Like we don't have to stay at the house. It'll be okay.
Also, it's like we're gonna have sex regardless.
Oh, I didn't. I was too scared to.
In your house?
Yeah, in that big house with all my family there.
You didn't in Marco Island?
No.
What do you mean? Ever?
The whole week.
Really?
I was so nervous too.
Really?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
I'm not even kidding. Like I wish I was. It was a small house. Like there was just never an opportunity, and like one of the rooms that we were staying in, we had to share a bath. We had like the bathroom, like we had the bathroom in our room. So it was like, I don't know, I didn't want to risk it.
That's crazy.
I know.
A full weekend like drinking on the beach. You didn't have sex one time.
I know.
You're laughing. I feel like you're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding, because one thing about me is like, I don't know, I want to like if I'm gonna have sex with you, like I want to make sure I like orgasm, and if I'm like stressed out thinking about the fact that my parents or somebody else is like going to maybe walk in on us, like I'm not gonna be able to. I need to be fully relaxed. The environment needs to be perfect. Like,
wow.
Yeah. He was like trying to like finesse it like every night, and I'm like, no.
Oh, I bet.
I was like, get out of here! Don't touch me.
I bet. That's crazy.
I know. Oh, don't worry. We had a great time the second we got off that airplane.
Okay, that was like wasn't really part of the conversation. That's crazy.
Why I was late to pick up the dogs.
You weren't even that late.
I know. I was like 45 minutes late.
My other question was, how are you in front of your boyfriend with like farting and pooping and?
I don't do that.
No. Never once. You've never went out by accident.
No, not really. It's been like an ongoing joke at this point in our relationship that I don't poop in front of him. Like.
Well, I feel like pooping in front of someone, like literally in front of someone, is crazy.
No, not in front, just in general. Like we're on the couch together. I have to get up and go take a shit. Which he's only seen me do that once, and that was a few weeks ago. And I looked at him because we don't spend like Friday to Sunday together. like at all, like without leaving each other. And that weekend, a few weekends ago, we were. I was like, fuck, I have to go to the bathroom. So I just look at him. I'm like, you know what, Sam, just balls up and say something. So I looked at him and I go, I'm going to be honest right now. Like, I have to go to the bathroom. And he looks at me and goes, like out of excitement, he's like, no way. I go, yeah. And I immediately dropped my coffee, put it on the table, and sprinted up the stairs. And he's sprinting after me. And I lock the door behind him, and I go into the bathroom. I poop for maybe 30 seconds, if that, 15 seconds. And I open the door, and he goes, are you fucking kidding me? You just did it that quickly? I'm like, yeah, that's how I've been able to get away with it.
Yeah, I do. I go fast too. But, oh my God.
Why, you already fucking pooping and farting in front of him?
No. What I'm saying is the worst part about like dating and we're not being like in a long relationship with someone where you can just do that, even though I know guys don't really care. Oh my God. So like the other weekend, I kind of accidentally had like Friday to Saturday with this man, not on purpose. Holy fuck. Like I wanted to be like, I need to fucking take a shit. I was like, where do I fucking take a shit? Then we went on a run. No. I was like,
I gotta poop before I run.
Shit my pants. Like I had eaten. Oh my God. No, I was so dumb bad. This was like 2 weekends ago. I don't know why. I don't think I ever said this on the podcast, or I don't know when this was. Whatever. I'd order Modern Market to my door, as I do, because I love Modern Market and I wanted a healthy ass bowl. The Uber Eats driver gave me P. Terry's instead.
I saw that TikTok.
Okay, I ate it. I was hungry. I had no food. I had no groceries. I had no choice. After that, a man came over, and then I had to go on a run, so I hadn't shit, and I ate crap. I ate literal P. Terry's and like drank a milkshake, and then had to go on a run and couldn't shit in my own apartment.
Oh God.
Yeah, down horrendous. Because then it's like my bathroom is like in my bedroom. Like there's it's too close for comfort. Oh my God, no, can't. Like, and I just need to I just panic in the moment, but I know there's ways I can finesse it. Even though I don't think there's a bathroom in my lobby.
Oh, I used to do that when I lived by myself. Like when I first moved here.
Because then you could be like, I need to go get a package.
No, I would go say I'm going to check the mail, and then I'd go to the bathroom. Yeah. And this is like with like one night stands type, like just talking casually people. Like I wasn't dating or seeing anyone for the first like 2 years of living here. But like when this would happen, I would just say, I got to go get a package. Yeah, but I don't think downstairs there's a bathroom. Like when I think about it, I don't think there's a bathroom down there. So I don't even think that would work. There's gotta be. I feel like there has to be.
And then it's
what about the fitness center? Is there a fitness center?
Oh yeah, by the pool.
Okay, yeah, that's even closer than having to go all the way down to the first
floor.
From
my window, he'd be like, "Why
are you down there?
Why are you down there?"
I didn't know the mailroom was by the pool.
But yeah, listen, not being able to shit near a man is like, it's so horrible.
I know. Which, speaking of men, staying on the topic of men, because the flip flop scenario. I got a comment, which I made a video about this on TikTok. So if you're listening and you follow me on TikTok, you've probably already seen this video. But what is with the comments of talking about or making fun of men for being, quote for quote, fruity, or like the nail emoji of like, oh my God, it's giving gay. Okay. Like, I just don't understand it. When it comes from a guy, I can kind of get it, because like guys like to talk the shit and like make fun of other men for being a little bit feminine, or like they see me with a man and then another man's gonna make fun of it because like they're like, fuck, like she's got him now, like whatever. But when a girl leaves that comment, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, why does it matter to you if my boyfriend is having fun, letting like a little bit of a feminine side coming out, like just making videos?
Your boyfriend is feminine.
Not at all. They see a 2-second clip and they're like, oh my God, it's giving I'm like, what the fuck? Like, drives me nuts the amount of times girls will comment this on my shit. And so I decided to finally make a video about it, because I'm like, what? It's always someone made the comment of saying they think it's just the single girls and they don't understand it, because it's like,
you've never had a guy just like be a little, like you've never had a guy literally act like a little baby girl with you.
Yeah.
Like a boy likes you. Sorry, then boys don't like you, because when a boy likes you, they are literally a 4-year-old girl.
Literally. And I'm like, you're going to hang out with a man a lot. You're going to pick up some of his little lingo. A man's going to hang out with you, and then he's going to pick up some of your lingo. Like, I will literally say, like, I'm a queen. Like something I'm doing is like, oh my God, I'm a queen. Like queen, queen, queen. And sometimes my boyfriend accidentally will like just drop like, oh my God, I'm an espresso queen. Like, or I'm a skinny queen. Like he said he was a skinny queen on vacation the other day. I was like, oh my God, like queen, pop off. It's just like the more we hang out with each other, we morph into each other. So I feel like single girls just don't get that. So stop making fun of men for having like a girly side.
Yeah. Also, reiterating, because I would be like, just like, yeah, like some men have a girly side, and like some men are more feminine, and girls like that, like guys that paint their nails, like
yeah.
Like your boyfriend's literally not feminine.
I know, yeah.
Like your boyfriend is not feminine at all. I think it's also some people don't understand the style, like because your boyfriend has that style where it's like he'll wear a necklace.
Yeah.
Like not necessarily even a chain, but like a necklace. Like or like bracelets. Like your boyfriend will wear that.
It was the flip-flop video.
Okay, but like flip-flops. Okay, well, whatever. Like he has like fly day Nick vibes, like where you'll wear like jewelry, like just, and it's like that's not feminine. Like some guys just wear jewelry. It's just like artistic.
And don't get it wrong. There's nothing about his like environment that like is feminine. Like I wish he was. I wish he would clean. I wish he would do his laundry. Like I wish there were certain qualities in him. Feminine. I'm like, I wish he was more feminine, if anything. But
instead, he was shotgunning beers on the golf course.
And he's never worn cologne until meeting me. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, like actually, he's gross.
Yeah, what the fuck? So that's all I have to say. And a guy that is so confident in himself, where he can just kind of let loose, that's attractive.
100%. So nothing I hate more than like, so like when I have a boyfriend, like kind of like how you said you like when they're your dress up doll. Like sometimes I want to take it to the extreme. I'm like, would you let me like put a full face of makeup on you? Like, come on. Or like do a face mask with me. Like, I don't know. Like, let me just like have fun with you. Like you're a literal Barbie mannequin. And when a guy's like, no, like miss me with that gay shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Literally. It's
like,
so bad. Like I want you to talk the shit with me.
Out of here.
Let's talk the hot gossip. Let's like girl chat.
Literally get out of here.
You're just like, another one of the girls.
Like I just hate a man that can't be like okay with their masculinity. Like it's so gross.
I know, they're just projecting really, really hard.
So hard. And
yeah, so that's just my 2 cents on the conversation. And if you're one of those girls that has left one of those comments, because some of you have follow me, like I'll click on your profile and it says follow back. I'm like, interesting. So I just had to put it out there into this podcast world, and I hope you hear it, and I hope you understand that those comments are very fucking odd.
It's also just mean.
Yeah, like what? Like you just fucking stuttered so hard. But it's like when you comment something like that, it's not coming from a good place.
No.
Like you're trying to make fun of someone. No matter the demeanor of the comment, like you're trying to poke fun at my boyfriend. And I'm not taking it lightly because that is my page. That is a loved one of mine. I signed up for the hate. Do I think the hate on my page about me is okay? No. But it's double not okay when you're leaving hate about somebody in my close circle on my page because they did not sign up for the hate. Yeah. And so that's when I get even more mad about it. Like I will literally, this is so bad, but I will literally go to the extreme of if you leave a really bad hate comment, sometimes I will go onto your page, find your LinkedIn, and like almost very closely like send it to your job. Like I am that close to just like wanting to ruin you. So just be careful.
No, because like you're a disgusting person.
Yeah.
If you comment shit like that, like you're actually disgusting. But no one gets more trolls than like a boyfriend that is hard launched.
Yeah.
And that's something that like anytime I post a boy, it's like, are you like, people are going to make fun of you. Like hard. Like hard. And I'm very sorry.
I mean, I'm just lucky that my audience is like 80% female. Like I feel so bad for the girls out there that have, like I was literally saying this to my boyfriend the other day. I'm like, I feel bad for the girls that are out there that are influencers, that their audience is like 80% men. Because they cannot post their man. No. They would drop their engagement, people would unfollow them, and the boyfriend would get so much shit from that audience. Being like, oh my God, like, he's not even fucking hot, blah, blah, blah. Like, you can do better. Like, just trying to, like, break the relationship up.
That's what it is. It's trying to, like, make your relationship seem, like, weak.
Yeah.
Like, people just being jealous and being like, oh, like, you're happy in love with your boyfriend? Oh, but, like, I think he seems gay. Like,
yeah.
Who fucking asked?
I know.
What does your boyfriend look like? Oh, you don't have one? That's unfortunate.
Literally.
Like, it's so fucking stupid. It's so dumb.
Dumb. But
I feel like I was going to ask you something else about your vacation experience? How's your traveling together? Anyone piss each other off in the airport?
Oh, dude, no. I really kept telling him, I'm like, we've never spent this much time together, and like, I kind of want to just like rip your head off.
Did you?
No, but like, I don't know. I love the man so much. Like, he is literally my other half, my other person. Like, I don't think there's ever really going to, or like, I just can't see a reason for me genuinely to get mad at him. We have a safe word. It's called corn. So like, if we're fighting and it's not like, it's so fucking stupid. Like, why are we fighting? Like, one of us will just say corn.
You have to stop.
We just both look at each other and start laughing.
Oh, okay, because then it's like not that
Yeah,
serious.
because it's like, oh, like, so this fight's not that serious. Like, get over it. And like, I always have to think too when I'm like arguing or like want to get upset with him about something that he did. Is like, am I gonna be mad about that like 5 days from now? No, I'll probably forget about it. So like, what's the point of getting so upset about it?
So when is he gonna propose to you?
Oh God, hopefully soon. The amount of times I brought that up this week.
Really? Actually?
No. Yes. No. Well, yes, but I don't know.
No. Yes.
We're itching closer to it, low key. No, Taylor, I'm kidding. No, but okay.
Don't get me excited.
No, like he said, we're creeping up on a year.
I hope you know that no one on this planet Earth is more excited and wants you to get engaged and married than I do.
I know.
So I hope you know that no one else wants that more than I do.
Dude. So we were talking about it and he said like we need like at least 1 year. I'm like, well, a year's creeping up. Like
a year of your relationship?
Yeah, dating. And he's so old school. Like he looks up to his parents in the old school way of like you got to date for a while and then like you get engaged, but then like you got to live together. Like very, very old school with like a long process. And I'm like, I get that. Like I used to think the same way and he's a boy. Like that's just how he sees it. But I'm like, it doesn't need to be that way. Like, you know I'm the one, so just like...
But we can also just do it now.
I know, right? And I the thing I was telling him the most, too, is like, we don't have to, like, necessarily get married like that, but I would love to sign, like, if we got engaged, I would love an engagement for, like, 3 years, something like that, but then maybe down the road do like the paper marriage where I can at least, you know, be under his health insurance and all those fun things.
I fell under a rabbit hole today of making like a wedding and engagement ring Pinterest board.
What? Oh, I've started that.
I started doing that this morning. I just fell down a rabbit hole in my thoughts of making like a engagement ring Pinterest board and a wedding Pinterest board because I just want to elope.
Yeah.
And then have a party, but
I just need to have it ready for him.
Yeah, I'm so down bad. I made a fucking engagement ring Pinterest board.
Which I still don't really know much about that type of stuff. But did you see Jazz got engaged? New York City influencer. Yeah. Love that for her. So happy for her. She got engaged. And like, when I saw that, it just gave me like engagement fever. And I was like, fuck. Like, it needs to happen.
I'm so like, y'all know I've been on here before. And like, I just want to be like settled down, like young. Like, I don't care what people like say or don't tell me. Like, I'm turning 24 this year, like 25, bring. Like, that's always been my goal. Time is ticking.
Yeah, like, the one thing, too, about... I feel like any friend group is when one person does it, it starts to become a domino effect because people, especially the men, just become more comfortable doing it because it's like, oh, well, if everyone's single, I gotta be single. Or, like, now all the guys in our friend group are taken and in relationships because
no
they're
one
like...
wants to be the only one doing anything.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the singled one.
So it's going to be a domino effect. Once it happens, like it's going to just keep continuing to happen. But I don't know. I was talking to one of my other girlfriends about this. Like she's also in a very serious relationship and I feel like she's going to be the first one. And I'm like, can you just like do it already? I'm trying to nudge her. I'm like, come on, domino effect. Like you got to do it and then I can do it.
That too. I'm like, please have a kid. I'm like,
no, she cannot have a kid.
I just will babysit anyone's kid. I want everyone to have a kid. I'll babysit all of them.
Yeah. But
like, give me a kid to babysit.
This whole this whole entire fucking year is just gonna be so different. But I love it. I love it for that.
It's just like remembering that we're not like 18.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh wait, we are at the age where people are like grown and you can get engaged. That's crazy.
One thing I'm excited to see though, with the way my boyfriend treats me during the week of July, is how he's gonna treat our 1 year and birthday
during the week of
like in July, like the week of July when it's our 1 year and it's also my birthday that are 3 days apart. I'm like, I better get two different. Yeah, rip wallet, but also I'm like, that's your fault. You could have waited like 2 weeks or something, but no, you chose to do it in 3 days. I don't know. So I love like the idea of jewelry, but I already got him for his birthday like 2 things of jewelry, so I gotta dabble in some ideas. Maybe like a hotel, or I don't know if he listens to this anymore, but
he's not gonna listen an hour and 5 minutes in.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you have time.
And like he was getting so stressed over the idea of like I went out with such a bang for his birthday that he's like, fuck, how am I gonna top that? I was like,
ring.
What? Yeah, right, a ring.
Propose.
But I was like, I don't know, and I just kept hinting to him because we were in the conversation. I was like, yeah, like I think I want to maybe do like a boat, but instead of a barge, I want to do a yacht, because the yachts I was looking at, yeah, it's less people, but it's the same money. So I was like, like one of those like bigger yacht things, not like a yacht, like you know the boats when had like the downstairs like kitchen and bathroom, like one of those I think would be more fun because it's more like.
You also don't need 50 people.
Adult,
50 people?
like more adult vibe, you know, like older scene. Like that's just how it is on Lady Bird or on Lake Travis that I noticed when we would hop over to those boats. It was more like adults that were on those boats renting them. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll dabble in one of those ideas. And then I was like, we were at Estelle's. We were having this conversation at Estelle's. And I was like, or even maybe like a table upstairs, like where I'm wearing like an actual like cocktail dress, like more like I'm not going to East or West for my birthday. Like I gave him a few ideas. So he can figure it out.
Good.
Yeah. I don't think he'll be able to get away with a surprise, though, because I'm going to be so stressed out. But
and are you sure he's not going to move in with you?
Move in with me? No. So his lease is until the end of June, and I actually helped him renew his lease because his landlord was being weird as fuck about, like, his lease.
So I'm just putting your relationship on blast.
I know.
People want to know.
But you know what's crazy is, like, people really live out here, like, kind of live in a sketchy way. Like, all they do is Venmo the guy for their rent.
That's what they do?
Yeah. Like, how did they possibly find their house to live in? I was like, you Venmo him each month? And they're like, yeah, they don't even know we have a third roommate now, too. Because they were, like, worried that if they told him, they would spike the price up. And so they haven't even told them. And now they finally, going into next June, finally told their landlord that they're Venmoing, that they have a third roommate for starting in the June, even though he's been living there for, like, 6 months now. And so they're going to live there another year.
Interesting.
Yeah. Which is very surprising because one of them is in a very long, committed relationship. I was like, wow, I'm actually surprised they're not going to move in together.
Yeah, how long have they been together?
Like over a year.
Once you're this age, over a year is when you're like,
yeah,
long.
But yeah, that's also the hard part of moving in with your like significant other is the lineup of rents. Like, luckily now I bought a home, so I have no issue of like ended up getting kicked out or renewing a lease. But like, how do couples do it when they have to like move in together with rents that are so opposite?
What do you mean, like when you are used to paying opposite?
No, because I'm saying
like when your lease is opposite.
Yeah, like say my lease ends right now and his lease doesn't end till September.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you move in together?
My brother just had to he had to live with my parents for a few months.
Yeah. I feel like,
which obviously not everyone can do that. Like, they're lucky they live near my parents, and my parents so he lived with my parents for a few months until my lease was up.
I guess that makes sense because I mean it's harder here because no one has family here, but it's like you can't terminate your lease if you have roommates.
Yeah. Like, your roommates are gonna be like, bruh.
You know, it's hard. I'm living here. So yeah. I don't know. But
yeah, well, thanks for the insight on your relationship timeline.
Yeah. Gotta get him on the pod, but
you should.
He's so awkward. He's so awkward. Like when I started recording podcasts, he's so awkward. Like,
why though? He's so like talkative.
That's the thing. He's just like me with the outgoing, like talkative, like banter.
Funny. He would get us canceled.
The second, he would 100% get us canceled
on his words.
Yeah, but I'm like, I'll just give you guys kind of like a rundown of his vibe. He loves the Nelk Boys, loves them. That's
all you have to know.
Yeah, I feel like that's really all you have to know. Like, he loves that. What's that new guy that's blowing?
What's up, brother?
Squid? Was his
Sketch? I don't even know.
Oh my god!
Okay, like I've watched like 2 videos of that guy. Like I just don't get why it's funny.
Oh, dude, I can't. With
I don't get it. Is that all he says to you? What's up, brother?
Yeah, but I kind of got him to stop it because I was like, this thing is so annoying. But he'll just watch in the like when we're going to bed. We both kind of will unwind in the bed and like watch our own things. and he's watching that. I'm like, this is so stupid. There's no context to it.
I don't get it. I'm telling you, I tried to watch it. I was like, why is everyone saying this like has to be so funny? I watched one video. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. But you know who I love? Actually, no, this is so controversial. I'm not going to say it.
Can you like... Oh, you can say that.
Oh, okay. Well, I know he's been canceled a few times, but...
Yeah, but Theo Von is She said Theo Von.
Yeah.
Theo Von is uncancelable, and Theo Von is funny.
I just think he's so funny, dude.
He is
like,
funny.
He just makes no sense in the best way possible. Of like, I want to laugh at you.
Theo Von is funny, and Theo Von is uncancelable.
Yeah.
It's like same way saying like I love Trisha Paytas.
Yeah, or like Tana Mojo.
Yeah, like...
Because they're all in the same like kind of friend group. Like, they have Jeff FM, and obviously the Nelk Boys are all friends. And then Mike, that is kind of friends with the Nelk Boys. I don't know. Some people are probably like, who the fuck are all these men? But I feel like it's very niche. Unless, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My fucking brain.
Okay. Did you have a stroke?
What?
You like just like had a little bit of a stroke.
I did have a little bit of a stroke, which
okay.
Oh boy.
Well, I enjoyed our little catch up. A little chit chat.
How long have we been talking for? I honestly keep
I
fucking
know.
talking.
Do you have anything else to say?
No, not really.
I don't really have much else to say.
Yeah. I'm excited though to be back and kind of be back in a routine. I thought it was gonna be very hard for me to get back into a routine post vacation, but I think it's easier when the weather is still warm. Like,
what
like
are you talking about?
Like going from being in Florida and when I would go back to Boston, I'd be so fucking depressed. I'd be like, fuck.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Because,
but
like,
coming to Austin, the weather is so much warmer here.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Because 100%.
Yeah, I was just worried about it, but I'm doing great. I'm doing good.
Good. I'm so happy for you.
I have to pee my pants though.
Okay, I think I have nothing else to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.